Cannibalism goggles. So we need value, which is bag of stuffing. Perfect. Couldn't ask for better. Clunky on the left side of the hand, but all of these are. Not that clunky. You play for 2 mana, draw a shitload of cards. It's great. Okay. With Goggle Cannibalism, do we take the left bucket or the empty bucket? The left bucket's pretty decent, but having gotten that bag of stuffing, I lean towards the empty bucket. I think this deck is high quality. I don't want to top deck Blood Herald. If it's turn 4, do I win if I vote no? That's what makes these kind of gambles interesting, right? I was thinking it'd be fun to have a bit of a debate with chat about the outcome on some of these things. So this would cost 3 mana with goggles, so yeah, we don't want to start there. Throwglaive and Demon Companion. I definitely want the Satyr. That's nutty at 1 mana. These tend to be good cards, but the fact that I have goggles makes me seriously consider throwing them away. Because I could play a 3-drop instead of a 1-drop at the same price. I'm going to keep the Throwglaive, though. Demon Hunter plays some minions. He's going first, so having a good reactive answer is pretty meaningful. They conceded that finding lethal? Good question. To be debated. Alright, my feeling is that tempo is good. Good lord. You can see how I'm 7-0. Like, this deck does a lot of powerful things. Goggles is a thing. The problem with this Throwglaive here is my tempo plays so hard, so powerful, it's hard for him to... What? That's it? This Throwglaive keep is slaughtering me right now. I could be pushing my advantage so much harder. Imagine keeping a reactive card. Why would I need a reactive removal card? My passive is the removal I need. I just need aggression. I'm wondering if I Throwglaive this Penflinger. Maybe I'm not quite that impatient. Will it bounce back if you use it on the pen? Nah, I'm pretty sure it dies. It used to work kind of like that, but these days Penflinger dies normally. This is why I want it in play. Like, we have cannibalism. Go ahead and kill my stuff. I'm really losing patience on this Throwglaive. Like, he floated 2 mana. Apparently he doesn't have cheap things to play. Well, let's get rid of the Throwglaive and just smack him. Now I'm setting up for the juicy acrobatics. That draw 4, baby. Hello, Shadowless. Today's animal fact is about the secretary bird. Interesting, I did not know it existed. Unlike most birds of prey, which swoop down, catch their prey with their talons, and then kill them with their beak, the secretary bird stalks its prey on the ground and kills with its talon, kicking the snake with 195 newtons of force, only touching the snake it kills for 15 milliseconds. Cool. I love birds of prey. That's a great animal fact, Shadowless. Thank you. You know what else is great? Goggles. Alright, it looks like we did not get the draw 4 here. But we get the coordinated strike, which fucking dumpsters him, so that's pretty cool. Cannibalism says hello. Good lord, cannibalism, though. Goggle Cannibalism is pretty goddamn nasty. It's a kung fu bird. They gotta rename the secretary bird to the kung fu bird. Stupid scientists with their shitty names. Of course nobody's heard of the secretary bird, but you name it the Kung Fu bird, suddenly everybody knows. It's looking pretty good for the turn 5 lethal betters. This is turn 5, we have to kill him. We need 4 damage. That looks so easy.
You won't get far. How's the weather down there?
Hold on, I still have more. Alright, well, not too much to debate on this bet. That was definitely a turn 5 lethal. If anyone wants to present counter arguments, I'll be amused. Go ahead. Explain how that was not a turn 5 lethal. Alright, so with Goggle Cannibalism, do I want these? I really never ever want Inner Demon with my goggles, because then it's like you have a 6-mana card on the left side of your hand, and you can't use goggles for the first 5 turns of the game, and you hate your life, so that's a ridiculously terrible decision. This group learning bucket is actually quite solid with goggles. These are proactive minions that get discounted to 1/1 and 2 mana via goggles. So these are really quite powerful with goggles, and they're minions for cannibalism. So there's a totally valid argument for saying that this is actually better than an empty bucket. But I think my deck is actually too good. We got some real highlights in here. Cult Master, though. I mean, we should talk about what Cult Master does. It's hard to line up Cult Master with goggles, is the thing. 2 mana 4/2. Eh. But man, that 1 mana Scarlet Crusader is nutty. The 1 mana Amani, it's a good card with cannibalism for sure. You could argue it, but when in doubt, take the empty bucket. I wouldn't shame you too much for taking the bucket with cards in it, but seriously, when in doubt, take the empty bucket. That's just good principles. Empty buckets mean you draw your broken treasure cards more often. Okay, I'm not going to let myself keep any more Throwglaives after that last game. I'm too traumatized. Although I did turn 5 lethal him, so was it really that bad? But this turn 1 mana burn's certainly a good thing. It's not the best possible thing, but I mean, it burns 2 of his mana and gives, for 1, an Outlander's. Like, it's a high tempo play in the early game. Guarantees my goggles are working for the Stilt Stepper. It makes sense. The rest of this, we're going to look for stuff that costs more 3-ish, like Stilt Stepper. Well, love that Sigil Runner, too. And the Altruis? Ooh, that's something to hold on to coin for. This guy has Fire Shaper Zombies. So we skip his turn 2. Then my turn 2 is Stilt Stepper, and if I brick a Sigil Runner, he AoEs that down and makes some zombies, and then I AoE that down with Altruis. We can Outlander that from the left later.
How's the weather down there?
Yeah, buddy. Let's get it. Big number. Coin out the Stepper. Yeah, that's a decent play. There's a couple reasons not to. One reason is the +4 damage proc. Another reason is saving the coin for the Altruis turn. But it's totally reasonable to do it that way. Not a bad play. Good lord, I love these boys. I really do. So we're going to let this Pen Flinger go. We're setting up this juicy Altruis turn. Hopefully he can't clear all of these. Or maybe he has to face tank one at least. Oh yeah, he has to face tank and he can't clear. Oh, turn 5 lethal, I'm smelling it. I'm smelling it. Oh, we're getting there.
Do you see what must be done?
Shabloop. Doobie-doo. We'll do that one first. Before we draw this card. I mean, if he couldn't clear last turn, I guess he Blade Dance. Yeah, I mean, if he Blade Dances, we aren't getting any turn 5 lethals. Acrobatics ensures we're not running out of value anytime soon. That's going to be a draw 4. Turn 5, I play this stuff, and then turn 6, we can draw 4. Okay, healing for 13 is going to be pretty tough to kill him this turn, huh? No way you leave the Altruisa up, you psychopath. Altruisa, piece of shit. Get out of here. Oh, maybe we just do that. Alright, anyone want to try and persuade me that this is turn 5 lethal? I'm open. I'm open to being persuaded. Please, explain how this is a turn 5 lethal. I'm listening.
Do you see what must be done?
Lethal 3 zombies? You're killing his hopes at winning? Argument, I had sex with your mom, which owned you pretty hard, basically killing you. Okay, okay. We're getting creative. I appreciate it. So I spend 1, 2, 3 mana, and then I have 3 mana left to try and play 2 cards for acrobatics. Maybe I could philosophy and play both with goggles. You guys getting real fucking chatty. This is a bit risky, but I didn't want to take my pedal off the gas, you know? Or my... Oh, Jesus. Well, that was not even close to getting the full card draw.
I always come out on top. I shoot on time.
This definitely got awkward here. Definitely got real awkward. We missed the card draw. The Fungal Mancer is looking bad. The Moarg... You know, we're going to need some help from the top of the deck here, is the truth of the matter. I think you're supposed to trade before you silence because of the cannibalism effect. Oh, he wanted the Fire Shaper effect first. Okay, he convinced me. He's right. You're so smart, Reaper. You're so smart. I should never have doubted you. That's my fault. So basically, this turn I play Fungal Mancer to set up for double Moarg Outcast to do a lot of stuff next turn. And the question is, do I want to play the Spirit Jailer with my Fungal Mancer this turn? I think the answer is yes. I'll take the 3/5 now instead of having the Spirit Jailer for next turn. And hopefully he doesn't kill me, and hopefully I top deck something good. Be honest with me, Zalae, when you leaked your email, did you expect to get emails like the one I just sent? No, I absolutely did not. Things worked out better than expected. Although to say I leaked my email, I think is to misunderstand the circumstance. You're thinking I leaked my email. That email has been publicly visible for years on my Twitter that has tens of thousands of followers. So, leak? Not exactly. Alright, top deck, let's Twin Slice and murder him. I don't mind healing. I don't mind that healing either. Good job, Spirit Jailer. That looks like a pretty good card. So do we just get like a full board of things here? This attempts to cast like 16 times, but it only casts twice, really. Alright. Should I play that differently, like only playing one Moarg Outcast and then the Illidari Initiate? Keeping a Moarg Outcast in hand for the future. No, I think having it in play makes sense to try and kill him next turn. These fucking zombies are really good against my cannibalism deck. One Moarg, then rush, then the other Moarg after trades. Oh, that's another idea. I missed like a 1/1. We just died. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping to get my 12-0 run for the achievement. Oh! we got the, I would say, the two very best treasures possible here. Bag of Coins is absurd with Demon Hunter. It's so good with Outlander, and it's so good with controlling Goggles as well. And it's also disgusting with Penflinger. It's so nice with Altruiste turns. But I think we got to take this Keldalar. Know what I mean? Oh, God, if we had won that game, this could have been the 12-0 run. Oh, it was so close. Tragic. It's nice when a cat trusts you enough to let you rub their belly. Okay, so you always throw away the Keldalar pieces because they, like, auto-draw. So it's like keeping patches. And with Goggles, we're happy to keep these on the left. Goggle Cannibalism, that's a great start. So we're going to look to set up turn 3 Coin Keldalar. No, we don't quite have enough mana for that. Shit, we're 1 mana off. It's going to be a turn 4 Keldalar. This guy has secrets and double time.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
It's like I could use the I-Beam, but I think I'd rather just be aggressive here.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm short on time.
It's getting hot in here.
Now I'm more open to this I-Beam idea. Spellbender.
I always come out on top.
We were 1 mana off the turn 3 Coin Keldalar. If this were like a Wisp, we could have done it. Oh no, only a turn 4 Keldalar. I know, right? Isn't this deck so weak, Blob Slime? It's pathetic.
This way, you fools.
I always come out on top.
So in order to turn 4 Keldalar, I have to float 2 mana here. Let me just
I always
cry myself a river over that.
It's perfectly harmless to me.
Cannibalism sends its regards, as does
An easy
Keldalar.
mistake.
I always come out on top.
That's a
Jesus Christ. Keldalar with Goggles and Demon Hunter is not... So we really don't want weapons, because Keldalar uses up our weapon slot. 4 mana, deal 8. Well, it did the Outlander damage, so it was deal 9, but then also it deals another 8 for the next 3 turns, plus his board. So 8 times 4 is 32, 30, 33. It's 33 damage for 4 mana. It just takes a little while. Ooh, look at that synergy, though.
How's the weather down there?
Oh god, the damage just doesn't stop. Poor son of a bitch. Probably don't want that in play. Probably don't care that much either.
They will never catch me.
That's actually quite good.
Oh, Jesus.
I always come out on top. I'm short on time.
Ooh, missed turn 5 lethal.
That's actually
That is not a turn 5 lethal, chat. Not even close either. Oh yeah, sorry, no. Weak draw. Really weak draw. With the bag of stuffing reload. It's like 60% of the reason I stopped playing Duels. You gotta just learn to appreciate these things, not a friendly cure. It's like sometimes you fuck them, sometimes they fuck you. You gotta learn how to laugh it off. That's life, man. Sometimes you do things right and you just get dumpstered. Shit does not work out.
I always
That was a no on the turn 5 lethal. It's a no on this mulligan. Oh, I could keep this idiot. He's a 1-drop and I have cannibalism. That seems like a perfectly keepable card. Okay, now that I have Skull on the left, let's make this more of a not a turn 6 lethal prediction. I play the 1/1. He has Fire Shaper zombies, so absolutely not. Let's call this a top 1 prediction. Place your bets. Will I win this game?
Will this fight be on the test?
Turn 4 Skull, turn 5. I want to play Keldalar on 5, right? So it's like this is turn 4, and then turn 5, this costs 4 mana. So I have to play one of these on turn 2 or 3. But I want to take this Outlander damage.
I always come out on top.
So I think next turn we'll try and play one of these so that we set up the turn 4 Skull, turn 5 Keldalar. This is the guy that I lost to because he has zombies. Zombies capitalizes on me making small minions, and I'm constantly trying to make small minions for my cannibalism. So zombies is a natural counter to my cannibalism deck. But this time I have Keldalar, so, you know. But that definitely changes the math.
Fight be on the test.
Shit, man, I should have played that Pariah last turn. Because, like, you want a Clippy Cloppy full clear, but then I don't get the full Keldalar. Honestly, fuck the turn 5 Keldalar.
I always come out on top. I didn't think of that.
I really fucked up by playing that Flame Juggler on turn 2. It should have been the Pariah.
Will this fight be on the
I was being way too greedy for that Outlander damage. It was not worth the flexibility cost.
I always come out on top.
Do I want a 1/3 in play? Definite maybe on that. You could easily hold it so that I had like... Yeah, it's definite maybe. Oof, that turn 2 mistake hurts my feelings. Play this first while we have the Outlander.
They will never catch me.
We're gonna have Outcast with Twin Slice Chaos Strike. That's gonna be a lot of damage. It's like turn 6 Keldalar, turn 7 Moarg Outcast lethal. That's what we're aiming for. Do I want a Battle Fiend or Pariah? Do I want a Face Tank? Yeah.
I always come out on top.
Pushing this 3 damage to his face might do nothing against the Warblades. And we're just protecting the wide board to try and threaten more cannibalism damage here.
Such a beautiful shield.
See, all that healing gets over. Gets wasted. So if I miss this 2, I gain 3. So by suiciding this, I gain 1 extra face damage this turn. It's probably not worth.
I'm short on time. I always come out on top.
I'd rather have an extra minion on board than an extra face damage here. And we're looking at potentially killing him next turn with Moarg Outcast, Chaos Strike, Twin Slice. 7 mana, so 4, still 4, still 4, 5, 6. We got 1 mana to burn. This is going to do how much? This is 2, 4, 5. These are 5 each. So this is 15, 20. Plus this 8. So this is 28 and 1 mana to go and a board. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it out of this one alive. Stop counting, he's dead. Nah, but deader is better, right? We like big numbers. Look, he might full clear. He could even make some zombies. However would I deal with some zombies? So sad I lost that one game, man. So sad. This could have been the 12-0 run. Alright, we gotta play fast. I want to spend 1 mana here.
They will never catch me. They will never catch me.
I always come out on top.
-13. XD! Let's see, how many doubters were there? Hyper Blaster's really insanely powerful, but it's also very much at its worst in Demon Hunter. I'm gonna stay away from that one here. So between Book and Split, both have the potential to be bad with my goggles. Games are so fast with this deck, and my deck's so good at being on board that we're gonna bet on the Split. I'm afraid of Book being on the left side of my hand and fucking up my goggles and just ruining my game. Whereas when that happens with Split, I can probably set up a turn 4 where I just go 1-drop and split it. Book can really fuck me being on the left side of my hand. Whereas, you know, it's like when you hit the nuts, early Banana Split wins better than early Book of the Dead. And when you hit the low roll, Book of the Dead really fucks up the goggles and Banana Split less so. So I think Banana Split's just consistently the best option here. Which is weird, because of those 3 treasures, it is by far the weakest in general. Okay. Goggle, Cannibalism, Keldalar. I think this curve makes plenty of sense. To 4 keep. It's nowhere near the highest power level stuff, but this is a consistent high power level opener. And I think when you consider how strong Keldalar and everything is with this, I think it makes sense to just take a consistent high power level, even if it's not the nuttiest. It's like I'm avoiding mulliganing into Keldalar pieces or something super awkward. Just get a nice, solid Battle Fiend into Juggler Mana Burn opener. It's tough to beat.
Come out on top.
Noble Sack, Eye for an Eye, Repentance. You never get the turn 3 coin Keldalar. There's just one too many cards. I'd have to have a Wisp in my deck to get a turn 3 Keldalar. I'm always 1 mana off the turn 3 coin Keldalar.
It's getting hot in here.
I always come out on
So what's this
top.
Paladin secret? Noble Sack, Eye for an Eye, Redemption. It's something like Avenge or Redemption. So if I strike this turn, next turn I have Chaos. So if I coordinate a strike this turn to go wide for Cannibalism. Next turn I have Chaos Strike, Coin Keldalar, right? Next turn I have 4 mana, Coin gets me to 5, Chaos Strike, Keldalar is 5. Yeah. So I can play this turn and Keldalar next turn. The maximum.
I always come out on top.
How's the weather down there?
He'll basically have no minions all game long. Well, but to be fair, all game long probably won't be that long. It looks like the suffering will end shortly for him. Turn 4 Keldalar, turn 5 Skull. Jesus Christ. So I could miss 1 face damage to gain 3 face damage. So it's like +2 damage now, but I lose a health on board for his removal turns. I think we should just keep the sturdier board.
I always come out on top.
Their redemption. Rewarded. It looks like we're on pace for this turn 5 kill here. It's gonna be pretty hard to argue that this isn't a turn 5 lethal.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Toasty. Giddy up.
I always come out on top.
Wait, what happens when you get an extra hilt? How does that work? Anyone know? Can we get double Keldalar? Well, the Murloc Holmes is like way better here. Because with Cannibalism, minions are good, and with Goggles, Murloc Holmes is a 1-mana 3/4. Like, Spider Tanks are super damn good when you have Goggles. And that's a super damn good Spider Tank at that. I don't think I care that much about the science. I don't think... I can't imagine anything exciting happening with Hilt. I'm just going to take the good card. Alright.
I always wanted to ask, what's with the mushrooms?
Minion split. I'm inclined to keep that. Hopefully he doesn't clear all the minions. We're hoping to set up a turn 3 banana split, right? So turn 2 I have 1 extra mana to spend. You could try and go for a better hand, but again, I think this deck's so strong, we're going to keep this one. Alright, let's start a prediction. Yeah. Double Death Rattles is powerful, but my deck may be fast enough that it's alright.
I'm short on time. I always come out on top.
Get down.
Alright, got one of those secrets down. So this will give him a copy. When my minion hits him in the face, he'll get a stealth copy of it. Because it wasn't plagiarism, so it's when I hit him in the face, he gets a stealth copy. And now the goal is to have a minion in play for this turn 3 banana split. So we certainly cannot pop the egg.
I always come out on top.
And we can't go face with this, because then he gets a minion, and if he gets a minion, it helps him stop the split. So we just take the 1 free damage on his egg. That's more good than bad. And now we've got split on 3, Keldalar on 4. The Keldalar is going to fuck up all of these Nerubians. Do we want 4 3s or 3 5s? We want 3 5s, right? Because they survive attacks for 4. And we don't have any interest in trading because Keldalar is going to kill everything. We'll give him this 2/1 with stealth. So that we can hit him for 5.
I always come out on top.
I was going to start a prediction, but it's like... Alright, we'll just do another turn 5 lethal prediction, sure. It's fine. I'm astonished that he went for Animal Companion instead of hero powering out another 8/8. He chose to use a card to make a 4/4 instead of not use a card and make an 8/8. He wanted to have less cards and less stats. Interesting choice. It's possible I could have sent the 5 face and the weapon into the O1 egg, and it would have full cleared while doing 1 extra face damage. But I didn't want to test that interaction. It's like I'm willing to miss a face damage to definitely get the outcome where I want it. The Fungalmancer is just lethal. Well, there's your prediction outcome. Turn 5 lethal. The Goggles is really good with Keldalar. The weakness of Keldalar is how slow it is. Getting it out on turn 4 instead of turn 6 is a big fucking deal. It's a tragedy I lost that one game. 72% doubters, 28% get rewarded for believing in the turn 5 lethal. Ah, that was an easy 12 wins. The upsetting part is that I lost the game. Yeah, always bet on turn 5 lethal. This is just a turn 5 lethal deck. Goggle, Cannibalism, Keldalar, like, good luck surviving.